Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I am down at the Arctic Wolf manufacturer by Cherokee, where they build all these Bad Mama Jammas. And the reason why I'm down here for one of their new deck models, a prototype model, if it's not already published yet. But I actually asked them specifically to leave out this fifth wheel because it is a little bit different. And more importantly, I've had about 10 to 15 of you guys reach out to see this. Now, this is going to be a front living setup. However, they switched around the disposition a little bit, so it's definitely a little bit different. And I'm curious to see what you think. So if you haven't previously seen this or been wanting a video, drop your comments. Let me know how you feel. You're also going to get things like a big old storage here in the back, which is a little bit different. This is going to be underneath the rear bath. And then you have the ice maker and a cool little outdoor kitchen setup with an LP Quick Connect that's going to tie right into the propane tanks up front. But this is the 2025 Arctic Wolf 3950 Suite. And if you don't mind, plop down your input. All the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, including a link where you can access some pricing and talk to somebody on that side of things, will be down in the description. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Again, 2025 Arctic Wolf 3950 Suite. And since this is a front living, we're going to start up there. But first, I just want to give you a little peek here of the kitchen. Dual opposing slides, half bath, straight shot all the way back to, kind of the master bath where you have the dual vanities. Massive, massive bathroom. I think you guys are going to love that. And then a little slide for a seater for four. But typically when you see a front living in these fifth wheels, at least that I've seen, this is the first time I've ever seen one like this, typically the TV is over there and then the recliners are going to be over here. Well, in this one, you got the recliners there up in the front cap. And then you have the TV on a televator right here. So if you're not using the TV, you can drop it down. And now it's kind of like a more homey, more open feel with kind of what I would consider a little bit of a better setup for like a communal area to just have a conversation. Dual opposing slides, so a lot of room. Both of these pull out to make beds. They meet up in the middle, so a lot of great sleeping space. Even though this is a couples coach, you have the ability to bring the grandkids with you. But imagine if you're not watching a movie and you're just hanging up here having a conversation, and whether or not it's, just dark out or, cold out, you have an electric fireplace that you can use just for, the kind of the feng shui or whatever the heck fancy people say about it, or, a good heating source. I just think it's a really cool kind of more homier feel. It's kind of more family oriented for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why. You also have your USB and universal C along with a couple outlets. You get some storage here on both sides as well. But head height in here is going to be pretty darn nice. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall. You're looking at probably, 6'4". You're also going to get dual ACs in this model. So I was just making sure, but two 15K ACs. These are going to be recliners. These are just the sofas that pull out. But you're going to find that you get cup holders on both sides. They're also going to be the quick recline. So if you are more of a recliner sleeper, you are able to take a big fat snoozer right there, no problem. You also have a little bit of countertop space, if you want to plug in, like an iPad or something or whatever. If you're reading on like a Kindle, my wife loves those things. You have the USB Universal C out. Sorry about the break in the action there. My wife just called. I had to give the dentist a call to pay a bill there over the phone. So this would be a good time to hit that like and subscribe button because your boy is going broke from too many kids. At least we got dental insurance now. It's been whatever. Okay, so anyway, I think this is where I left off. You got two outlets, Universal C and the USB, but then you also have kind of the Pixar reading lights that you can move around on either side, which I think is a big time plus, especially, since my wife does like to read quite a bit, and sometimes I'm known to fake it, and I think putting that down is pretty darn snazzy. You also have a little bit of overhead storage with some cubbies up here. I'm not sure quite what I would do with that, but maybe even like some decorations, like a good old fake plant or something would look pretty darn cool there. Okay, so dual opposing slides. I went over that. I'm a little discombobulated. But both of these sofas do pull out. They meet in the middle, so a great place to hang out. We already went over the family stuff. Okay, so for the TV that's on a lift, right here, you can hit the down. And you notice it's going to be pretty quiet and pretty smooth as well. I mean, you can't really complain there. How fast can a TV go down? Some of these brands that I do, they're wobbling and bobbling all sorts of crazy. It looks like they're, trying to do some type of dance. But that one's pretty smooth as far as RV televators is concerned. You also have a little bit more storage there, and I like the fact that you do have the windows. By the way, the two side windows do open up for a nice breeze, and they come with the Dracula shade so you can block out all of the sun. Now moving along, we're going to head down into the kitchen where you are going to see dual opposing slides and a half bath. I like the fact that you do get an island in here still as well. Some of the brands are kind of taking those out and switching things around, like maybe putting like a sink over here. And I'm a fan of how this is because, one, you get a little bit of side storage, but you have plenty of outlets. So you can maybe set this up as a little drink bar. They also hollowed out the underside here so that way you can see the underglow of the lights. You have a high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. Now, that was running away from me. You also have the charcoal style, farm style sink, stainless steel undermounted bowl, along with a little cup cleaner right there, plus clean cut storage and access to your plumbing, along with a little pull out for a garbage can and another drawer, maybe for like some utensils and whatnot. Now flip it around here, and this is going to be kind of your cooking slide. So really nice tall, high slides. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall. I'm going to guess you're looking at about 6'4", which is always nice. Some of the slides get a little bit, tiny. But what you're going to get is a really nice sized refrigerator. So that's going to be a 12 volt, which will run off of the juice pack, the solar, which is going to be 100 watts of solar, by the way. You got a little travel lock right there. But now you're getting moving and grooving. Freezer on the left, refrigerator on the right. And then you have a 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixins. And then you have an oven where you can do, cook a chicken, pizzas. 3 pull-out drawers that are going to be just like that. And then you have a residential-sized microwave as well with the old potato mode. And then you got a place where you, if you're a drinker out there, you got your bottles of apple juice right up there to kind of, take the pain off of camping. So right over here, really great little reading nook. You also get a lot of windows for a lot of great views. This middle one does open up for a great breeze, but you have a good place to sit down, play some cards, have some breakfast, drink some coffee, do whatever that you want. Just a good little, maybe even like a little working desk. And then actually this is where I'd think paper plates or bowls back here, and then all your utensils right here as well. They also went away from having 4 chairs to 2 chairs and a booth. So you are going to sneak a little bit of extra storage there, which I think is, pretty pinkies up. I like having that. Now, I'm not sure what you would do here, but, some storage can obviously be done. It's not wasted space, kind of open-ended. And as far as half baths are concerned, this is going to be one of the largest half baths that I have really seen that doesn't have, like a washer and dryer in it. Some of those like massive 45-foot fifth wheels might have that space, but like this thing, it's got everything that you need. I mean, your guests are going to have plenty of place to even like get ready as far as like, maybe like a hairdryer or something. You got a great place to check out the old bowling gun. You also have the plastic sink right there, keeping down on weight and cost. Porcelain foot flush throne. So for the round bellies out there, you're going to be happy sitting nice and secure in that. And then you do have the floating steps and then 2 more cubbies here along with another little space. And you got the magnetic tab with the little copper part right there. So, I mean, those things are pretty darn sturdy coming in and out. Moving along, storage over here. I'll get back to that in a second. Then you have a bed on a slide. And it looks like it's going to be I'm sorry, I'm getting used to these glasses still, so my vision's all distorted. It looks like a king bed to me. But I'm kind of seeing a little bit wonky. But I'll tell you, it's a sharp world out there, because before I had the glasses, everything was all like fuzzy and rounded. Now everything just looks so aggressive. Everything is so sharp. The world is so sharp. You go out to your yard, all that grass is poking out there looking like a bunch of knives. I don't know how you guys good eyes people did it. Terrifying. All right, hanging clothes, not hanging clothes. So you got dresser space over there, 3 pull-out drawers here, cubby, emergency exit, place for a TV along with the appropriate plugins. I love the fact that you get a second fireplace. Now let's see. I wish both of these were going to be hanging clothes. That is one change that I think that I personally would like to see. 12-volt plug-in, USB and universal C, and then a bathroom that is absolutely massive. Love seeing it. Porcelain throne, a lot of good countertop space. The dual vanities with the dual medicine cabinet Arunis. So, I mean, you got plenty of knickknacks you can put in there. The head height on this is also really darn nice. And you can see right here is going to be the old Steamer Stink Sucker 3000, along with a shower that you can get in. And for somebody that's a little bit bigger than most, 6 foot, 300 pounds, I'm fitting in both ways. I'm closing that with ease. And for you taller folks, you know, you're about 6'7" into here, 6'2" into there. So really, really great space. Access to your plumbing, 2 pull-out drawers, and then you move it around here. And if you're going to be using this a little bit more long-term, you know, whether it's extended weekends, long week trips, or maybe even possibly full-time, you have the ability for a washer and dryer, or use that for the hanging room, which I think, you know, needs a little bit more of. But all right, guys, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Hopefully you guys dig it. Let me know what you think specifically about that front living. Now I'm going to spend just a couple moments here on the outside. And then I'm going to drive on over to Sabre for their prototypes. A 4-day vacation away from the kids, just with my wife and, you know, a couple siblings, all adults. You know, it's no kids. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Now, this is the 2025 Arctic Wolf 3950 Suite. So again, all those specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, will be down in the description, along with a link to where you can access some pricing. Molded fiberglass front cap. I like seeing that. I like the old, you know, the windshield up there looking all sharp so you can see out above that theater seating. You're also going to be prepped for the 4-camera safety system. So one here, one on the other side, one above the door, and then one heading up the back. You get a little bit of storage here up front for your spare tire. Your battery disconnect will be located right there, along with your solar charge controller and a battery port. Electric auto level, propane behind this door. And this is going to be your pass-through storage, where it shows off the aluminum frame construction, along with, it's going to be welded at all points. Plus you got TV and satellite connections over there as well. Leash latch for your furry friend, a little inside-outside access. If you want to plug in like a TV cord, it can feed through that. And then you have your tank under, your enclosed tanks. They call it the tank armor. Basically, it's 6-foot paneling, so that way it helps minimize on some of your maintenance if you ever, you know, need to do that. That's what I was talking about with the side camera. You're also going to get dual awnings over on this side, and they're both incredibly long. I mean, I'm going to guess you got about 35 feet of just flat out awning, which is incredible. And there's that mirrored reflective finish, which is going to help keep down on heat, but also still let a little natural light in with keeping some nosy eyes out. Dual axle. Both awnings, by the way, are part of the Solera 2000 series. So basically that'll run off of the 12-volt. This is going to be your outdoor kitchen. What's nice about this, it is actually going to be plumbed in, and then you also get an outdoor refrigerator and a little prep space, along with a pretty fancy little ice cube maker. The LP Quick Connect is going to be right down here as well. So if you want to hook up, you know, Blackstone or something of that nature, you are more than able to do so. I like that spec storage. I also like the fact that it does have outlets and 3 access points there too. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you could put in. I've seen some of those e-bikes that fold up, you know, pretty tight. I bet you could put one of those in there probably pretty easy. Rear observation camera right there. Lippert on-the-go ladder prep so you can get on top of your roof, check your seals, and, you know, make sure your maintenance is on the up and up. And then here we back are to the, you know, the other side where you got that 3rd access point for that back storage. You also have your black tank flush 50 amp connection, sewer outlet connection right down there. And then here's going to be your tankless on-demand hot water heater. Let's see what's behind here. Wow. Okay, so that is nice. Like seeing that. Was not expecting that one bit. So that's a pretty cool little storage area. So right here is going to be your other outlet connection for your dump valve. That's going to be your sewer. And then one thing that I do like is over here, they put their docking stations inside these pass-through storages, which are nice. You get your hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, your black tank flush, which is going to be a sprinkler system there for your poop tank, city water connection, and then your electric leveling there too as well. But all right, guys, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Again, this is the 2025 Arctic Wolf 3950 Suite. My name is Hunter. Have a great day. See you. Meow, 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 no, 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 show, no, 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 no,